FEMA just updated their emergency preparedness list, and what they're telling people to stockpile right now should terrify you. Listen, FEMA doesn't issue warnings for no reason. They have intelligence we don't. They see patterns before disasters hit. And right now, they're urging every American household to stockpile these 11 specific items immediately. Today, I'm breaking down the official FEMA preparedness list that 99% of people are ignoring. These aren't suggestions. These are requirements straight from the agency that responds to national emergencies. Item number 7 is something most people think they have covered, but FEMA says you're doing it completely wrong. Number 1 on FEMA's list, water. But not just any amount. FEMA specifically says 1 gallon per person per day minimum. Here's what most people get wrong. They think a few bottles of water in the pantry is enough. It's not even close. FEMA recommends a minimum 3-day supply. But realistically, you should have 14 days worth. For a family of 4, that's 56 gallons of water. That's 7 of those big 8-gallon containers you see at camping stores. Why so much? Because you need water for drinking, cooking, hygiene, and sanitation. When the tap stops running, everything changes. Flushing toilets, washing hands, cooking rice, it all requires water. Store water in food-grade containers away from direct sunlight. Rotate it every 6 months. And here's FEMA's pro tip. Don't just store water purification tablets too. A bottle of 50 tablets costs $8 and can purify 50 gallons of questionable water. You can survive 3 weeks without food. You'll die in 3 days without water. That's why this is number 1. Number 2, non-perishable food. FEMA says minimum 3 days, but smart preppers stock 30. Here's FEMA's specific guidance. Foods that require no refrigeration, no cooking, and little to no water. We're talking canned goods, protein bars, dried fruit, peanut butter, and crackers. But here's the critical part most people miss. FEMA emphasizes high-calorie, high-protein foods. During emergencies, you're burning more calories from stress and physical activity. You need dense nutrition. A 3-day supply for one person should provide at least 6,000 calories total. That's 2,000 per day. Calculate what you have right now. Most people have maybe 2,000 calories total in their pantry. FEMA's recommended items: canned meats like tuna and chicken, canned vegetables, canned soups, granola bars, nuts, and dried fruit. A proper 3-day supply for a family of 4 costs around $75 if you shop smart at Costco. Don't forget a manual can opener. Electric ones are useless when power fails. Number 3, a battery-powered or hand-crank emergency radio. FEMA is very specific about this one. When disasters strike, your phone dies, internet goes down, cell towers fail. How do you get information? How do you know if help is coming or if you need to evacuate? FEMA says every household needs a NOAA weather radio. These radios receive official emergency broadcasts from the National Weather Service. They'll tell you about incoming storms, evacuation orders, and emergency instructions. The best emergency radios are hand-crank models with solar charging and battery backup. They cost around $30 on Amazon. Here's why FEMA emphasizes this. During Hurricane Katrina, people trapped in attics had no idea rescue was 2 blocks away because they had no communication. A simple radio would have saved lives. Get one that does AM, FM, and NOAA weather bands. Test it monthly. Keep spare batteries stored separately. Number 4, flashlights and lanterns. FEMA says at least 1 per person in your household. Candles are dangerous. They cause fires. FEMA specifically warns against relying on candles during blackouts. LED flashlights are the gold standard. They run for hours on minimal battery power. A quality LED flashlight costs $15 and will run for 50-plus hours on a set of batteries. But here's FEMA's pro tip. Also, get an LED lantern for area lighting. Flashlights are great for moving around, but lanterns light up entire rooms. A 1,000-lumen LED lantern costs about $25 and runs for 20-plus hours on 4D batteries. Put one in every major room: bedroom, kitchen, bathroom. And follow FEMA's guidance. Store extra batteries in a cool, dry place. Heat degrades batteries fast. Number 5, a comprehensive first aid kit. Not the little 15-piece kit from the drugstore. FEMA means a real kit. During disasters, 911 doesn't work. Ambulances can't reach you. You are the emergency medical service for your family. FEMA's recommended first aid kit includes adhesive bandages in multiple sizes, sterile gauze pads, medical tape, scissors, tweezers, antibiotic ointment, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, anti-diarrhea medication, antacids, prescription medications, and a thermometer. A proper kit costs around $50 at Walmart, or you can build your own for about $35 buying components separately. Here's what FEMA emphasizes that most people ignore. Include a first aid manual. When someone is bleeding badly or has a deep burn, you need instructions. The Red Cross First Aid app is free and works offline. Also critical, if anyone in your family takes prescription medication, FEMA says maintain at least a 7-day supply in your emergency kit. Talk to your doctor about getting emergency backup prescriptions. Number 6, medications and medical supplies beyond basic first aid. FEMA specifically lists prescription medications, over-the-counter pain relievers, antacids, laxatives, anti-diarrhea medication, vitamins, and any specialized medical equipment like inhalers, EpiPens, or glucose meters. If you have children, FEMA says stock children's pain reliever and any medications they need. If you have elderly family members, make sure you have blood pressure medication, heart medication, or diabetes supplies. The harsh reality, FEMA doesn't sugarcoat. Pharmacies close during disasters. Delivery trucks don't run. If you don't have your medications, you're in serious danger. Keep medications in their original containers with prescription labels. Store them in a cool, dry place away from sunlight. Check expiration dates every 6 months. Number 7, sanitation and hygiene items. This is where FEMA says most people are dangerously unprepared. When toilets don't flush, when showers don't work, hygiene becomes a survival issue. Poor sanitation spreads disease faster than anything else. FEMA's specific list: toilet paper, paper towels, soap, hand sanitizer, feminine hygiene products, toothbrush and toothpaste, garbage bags, bleach, and disinfectant. But here's the critical item most people miss. FEMA emphasizes heavy-duty garbage bags and plastic buckets for emergency toilets. When sewer systems fail, you need a way to handle human waste safely. A 5-gallon bucket with a snap-on toilet seat costs $20. Line it with garbage bags. This is your emergency toilet. It sounds gross, but it's essential. Stock at least a 2-week supply of all hygiene items. Total cost is around $60 for a family of 4. Number 8, copies of important documents stored in a waterproof, fireproof container. FEMA is very specific about this because they've seen too many families lose everything. Insurance policies, medical records, bank information, identification, all gone. Here's FEMA's official list of documents to secure: insurance policies, bank account information, family records like birth certificates and passports, medical records, social security cards, property deeds, and emergency contact information. Make copies. Store originals in a fireproof safe. Put copies in a waterproof bag inside your emergency kit. A fireproof, waterproof document bag costs $25 on Amazon. It can survive house fires and floods. FEMA has seen these save people's entire lives. Also critical, have digital backups on a USB drive stored separately. Email yourself encrypted copies. When disaster hits, you need access to these documents to get insurance claims, medical care, and financial assistance. Number 9, cash in small bills. FEMA specifically says small denominations. When the power goes out, ATMs don't work. Credit card machines don't work. Banks close. Cash is king. FEMA recommends keeping at least $500 in cash per household, broken down into small bills. That means 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s, not hundreds. Why small bills? During disasters, nobody can make change. If you try to buy $5 worth of supplies with a $100 bill, you're out of luck. Keep this cash hidden in your home in a secure location, not in your wallet, not in obvious places. This is your emergency-only stash. During Hurricane Sandy, people with cash could buy supplies. Number 10, emergency blankets and appropriate clothing for all weather conditions. FEMA says hypothermia kills more people during disasters than almost anything else. When heating fails, temperature drops fast. Stock at least 2 heavy blankets per person. Also, keep sleeping bags rated for cold weather. Those emergency Mylar blankets cost $2 each. Buy 10 of them. They reflect 90% of body heat. FEMA also emphasizes complete change of clothing per person, including long pants, long sleeve shirt, sturdy shoes, jacket or coat, and a hat. Why? If you get wet during a disaster and can't change, hypothermia sets in within hours. Having dry clothes can literally save your life. Store these in sealed plastic bags to keep them dry and ready. Number 11, basic tools and emergency supplies. FEMA's list is specific. You need a battery-powered or hand-crank flashlight, extra batteries, duct tape, plastic sheeting for shelter, work gloves, utility knife, matches in waterproof container, fire extinguisher, and a whistle to signal for help.